I'm trying to fly a UFO, don't really do this often.
What a cruel fate. I come back from Alabama. I'm wearing these glasses not because I'm Jordy or trying to be cool, but because I come back from my eye surgery and I immediately subject myself.
The doctor said not to strain your eyes, and we had to watch this shit.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I immediately put strain on my eyes. Let me show you what the series has done to me. I don't know if it's bad looking anymore or if the blood has subsided, but the swelling. Guys, this, even when Starfleet Academy does a better episode than last week's episode,
Just like Cisco! For the embassies!
they somehow find a way to fuck it up. Because there were so many dumb things in an otherwise slightly better episode that it just makes me want to phaser my brain off. Including stuff like a ship believing that its crew is dead and getting a ship to automatically give you permission to do everything by injecting comic books into it.
The comics may be useful. They detail the entire history of the Miyazaki, all the way up until the moment the crew is lost.
Is that not how it works?
No, Joe, that is not how Star Wars works.
Star Trek?
Star Trek. That is not how Star
But
Trek
I just
works.
saw it, so it's canon.
Canon now. And
including-
it scans that slow too.
It does.
A motherfucker. It was super slow.
I know.
That was worse than today's time. My scanner, Joe, right now goes faster than that. And this is the 32nd century? Give me a fucking break. This is so stupid. Every fucking aspect of this episode, upon, reflection, falls apart instantly because nobody fucking cares. The writers are terrible. They don't. The continuity is off. The hologram is shot, Joe.
Watch out! What the hell?
Joe, they've made a point to show this fucking hologram girl, bullets going through her, phasers going through her. They've shown this multiple times, and all of a sudden, she is cowering, ducking, being led around because she's kidnapped, bound up, and then later shot. And help me, Jaden. I want to jump out a fucking window.
I wanted to jump for joy when she got shot. Yes.
You're like, I don't know how
She's
this has
gone,
happened.
right? She's gone.
How is this possible?
rebrand-
I don't care.
Just get her out of here.
Well, she's
They're like,
right.
oh, Bobby.
Oh my
fucking
God!
Bobby.
This episode, the only saving grace. There's two saving graces in this
How?
particular episode. It's slightly more like Star Trek should be. There's a big fucking problem. There's a dilemma. There's intensity stakes. People die. There's risk of death. And, we're boarding ships. We're trying to outsmart the enemy. That is Star Trek, using your brain and trying to figure things out. And then secondly, Paul Giamatti. This man is, he is putting in the work, okay? He is using modern speak. He's talking about the hills have eyes, space moves, and there's no semblance of space talk or future syntax or nothing. He's literally just using vernacular from modern day, but his performance is so good. This guy is an excellent actor, and he's elevating the otherwise shit material. Paul Giamatti with the what's her name? The fucking Chancellor character, the feet lady. Their scenes together. Nala, she barely talks. Lets Giovanni do all the work, and those scenes work. He is quickly becoming, surprisingly, one of my favorite Star Trek villains. In an over-the-top way, right? You have your villains that are serious. You have your villains that are clever and this and that. Then you have their villains that are just so over-the-top. They're
Conor McGregor.
yeah, kind of like that. But at least this guy has charm, and he's funny, and he's interesting to watch. Connor's none of those things. But
He was
this,
interesting in Roadhouse.
all right, I guess so. But yeah, but Paul just puts in a great performance here, and elevates an otherwise descent into stupidity.
Sit your ass in that chair until I tell you to get up.
Continuity errors, dumbassery, and by the end of the episode, I'm actually happy because Nala looks fucking incompetent. This version of the Federation has been fucking tricked and had. They are fools. They lost. You have lost. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. Go home. You suck. And that's how the episode ends.
Well, what
and
do you
I'm
expect?
fucking happy for it.
What do you expect when you're recruiting people that swallow their comms?
I think I swallowed my comm badge.
Already?
That's right. And this fucking, I can't believe this lady is continuing to show up, and she's on the fucking bridge.
She's the extra. It's like, oh, look, painting.
And the one guy, the second I saw this dude, Joe, it's like, Tomlin is going to lead the away team. And he's like this badass, gruff, competent dude. I knew that second that he was going to fucking die. And guess what? He fucking dies. And in a dumbassery way where he's like, hey, I'll hold him off. And then he gets killed by a stupid fucking CGI effect with these Furies. Not those Furies, Joe.
These honestly look like Halloween Express costumes.
Oh, my God.
And it looks
Spirit
like
Halloween.
an off-brand Sauron
Yep.
looking thing. I was like, are these canon?
I told
had to
you, I
ask
was
these
like,
guys,
no.
like, who are these guys? 'Cause
No.
They just have these stupid cloaks, and they do this stupid effect.
They made him up.
I don't
Joe,
know what the fuck they were.
these guys who are augmented super soldiers and creepy creatures get beat up by 17-year-olds. Why are they augmenting their bodies and they're so vicious and they eat flesh that they can't even fight 17-year-olds? Give me a fucking break.
Yeah,
It was dumb as hell. He gets
I
fucking
didn't like
killed.
the way they look, and it was fucking.
A cheap Halloween costume. They got trash bags. You could clear. They're reusing sets, only they're putting fucking trash bags all across the set. And then, to make matters worse, the one character who I was like, oh, okay, I'm starting to like this. Now, I've always liked Vulcans, Joe. They're my favorite characters in Star Trek. The Vulcan from the War College, who's been an asshole in the past, is starting to get soft in here. He's starting to work with Caleb.
There's a reason why.
And then they fucking kill him off. And I'm like, God damn it. I do appreciate that at least they're killing characters, and it seems like there's stakes at large here. But do you notice how they're killing all the white dudes and all the men and all the competent people and all the people who seem like they're traditional Star Trek, using their fucking brains, hearkening back to the olden days? None of this new shit that fucking sucks. Jaden and fucking hologram lady.
Say his
and
name
fucking...
right.
I'm sorry, Joe. What's his name?
Jayton.
Oh, that's right. Jayton. Jayton. And none of these people are getting killed. Nala Aki, who is the dumbest fucking Star Trek captain ever.
Well, Joe, if you have competent people,
And they're the ones
show
that get to
would be-
live.
the show would be a lot shorter.
Right, Joe. You know what's so funny is I was watching, I forget where somebody was reviewing it, and I want to give them credit, but I forgot. And I think I noticed this too. The episode 1, Joe, we knew how incompetent Nala Aki is. So get this. When, you know how they get ambushed in episode 1? The ship decloaks. The ship is behind them. It starts firing. You remember that? The ship starts firing, and it's getting hit. And Nala Aki says, "Full power to forward shields," when she's being attacked from behind.
6%
All remaining power to forward shields. Open a channel to Starfleet.
Full power to forward shields.
All remaining power to forward shields.
They should have died right there. And the show clearly shows all the torpedoes, the green ones, not the tech ones that came from the front, but later on, remember how it decloaks from behind and starts shooting. Full power to forward shields. So somebody in the department didn't bother with continuity to say, hey, the ship is in front, not behind. If you put full power to shields, you're dead.
Well, you see a lot of it here too.
You see that too. Yeah. She also in that same episode, she goes full spread. She orders a full spread. Yeah, but full spread of what?
Captain, it's the Venari roll.
Fire full spread.
We can't.
Every single Star Trek has, series where they say full spread, they're like phasers, full spread, or photon torpedoes, full spread of photon torpedoes. But the writers of this Star Trek, since they didn't get any competent writers from the previous Star Treks, they just heard the word full spread and they thought, oh, yeah, let me just say full spread, and that means all the weapons go off, right?
Fire full spread.
No, if you say full spread, the weapons officer is going to be like, of what?
He's sweating.
Do you want probes?
Which one?
What the fuck? It is so incompetent that they don't check these things. They're talking about the singularity drive.
The one and only singularity drive.
And we are hundreds and hundreds, thousands of years in the future. The Romulans used the singularity drive. Alex brought this up several episodes ago that the burn happens, right? He's like, wouldn't the Romulans be the most powerful force in the galaxy because their ships didn't use? So maybe they had some dilithium here and there. But you're telling me hundreds of years, almost 1,000 years, and the Federation still can't get singularity drives correct? That they're, I don't know, there's just cascading mechanical failures when they tried to engage their singularity drive. It's like, oh my God. And so you're just going to leave this floating wreck out here for salvage people to just come and salvage.
It's the great.
And then sometimes the Academy shows up to use it as a training ground. None of this shit makes any fucking sense. And worse, it is kiddified. When the Hatches is planned and they do the twist, right? Which I liked because it makes Nas Baraka or whatever his name is, the Paul Giamatti character, menacing and haha, and I love seeing incompetent people get fucking trashed. So when he decloaks and everybody goes, oh shit, he was working with them the whole time, the fucking ship starts firing at the new fucking Saratoga or whatever that shows up with the sonic technology, Joe, remember? Because he said, hey, these Furies are vulnerable to sound. So what do? They modify a ship to emit a sonic wave. A ship comes up, Joe, in space. The vacuum of space. We're going to emit a sonic weapon to attack the Furies.
Well, it's not like in
that
space.
Doesn't make
No
sense.
one can hear you scream.
Apparently,
stupid.
They can hear you scream. So the ship was already ineffective, showing up with a weapon that's not going to work unless they were like, hail the enemy, open their comms, then use the weapon. I don't know, whatever. But so they start firing at it. And if you look at the CGI, the people making the CGI, the artists, several photons hit it. The shields rattle. It explodes. Boom, boom, boom. Then the very next scene, the fucking hybrid lady, Vulcan Jem'Hadar, or no, the Klingon Jem'Hadar goes, the Saratoga has been completely disabled.
Direct hit. The Sargasso has been completely disabled.
You can't even say the ship is destroyed, because then people will be like, oh no, this is too much for me. Why can't she say destroyed? Does the ship really need to be disabled? No, for dramatic effect, it needs to be destroyed. It was clearly destroyed on screen, but in the next scene, it's disabled. There is no attention to detail, no care for continuity. Even the fucking show, Joe, begins with this, I'm not my mom, UFOs. And there's a sex scene, right, with Star Trek, and then they're naked, and you don't see anything. You don't even see side boob. There's nothing there, basically. And then but they turn the camera, and Caleb gets out, and he's wearing shorts, right, or boxers. And then in the very next shot, he's wearing pants. And then he's wearing shorts again, and then he's wearing pants, and I'm like,
they don't care.
They don't care
anymore. They're like, fuck it, just do it.
Right. They don't care about Star Trek. They don't care about lore. They don't care about legacy. They don't even care about continuity. They don't care about what full spread means. They don't care about power to forward shields. I bet you people on set thought that means, that gives all the shields power, right? Forwardly put it towards all the shields, right? No, you stupid fuck. Nope. So every single thing is ruined, even though there is some cool setups here, right? Like a little Event Horizon kind of thing with the...
He ruined it for me.
What? Who ruined it?
Alex, while we were watching it.
What did he say?
He said this is like the boy scene.
When they're walking through that tube with the really shitty thing on the outside.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Event Horizon,
but with trash bags.
As soon as he said it, I was like, God damn it, Alex.
Yeah.
And
everything is so stupid, including the hologram. I knew she would break this episode. They're not explaining her powers. They'll never explain her powers because it, like everything else that we just laid out for you in plain English, they don't care. It's just... This happens because it can create more drama. Oh, no, everybody's going to be so worried for her. Look at how sad she is when she's sitting in her chair and she's slowly phasing in and out. I'm like, just please phase out and never come back. I'm done with my rant. That was my angry rant since I had to watch this.
You watched it twice.
Yeah, you watched it twice. I don't know why. I couldn't even stand this watch. I don't like it. Yeah, best part was obviously Paul, but other than that, we start off with the connection between our two main characters that I don't give a shit about. There's a couple of cool, interesting things, but overall, you already know what I'm going to give this, and I'm going to be consistent. This is fucking trash. I don't care about these characters. These furries are fucking crazy. They look
Did they have to call them furries?
Furies.
Oh, they're furies. That's right.
Yeah. With their cheap-ass costumes. I couldn't, it literally looked like something you get from Halloween Express or something. These...
Not even Spirit Halloween. Halloween Express.
Yeah. It was bad, and then... The whole little head movement thing, they're trying to be like, oh, this is creepy. It just looked fucking terrible.
Like Firefly, maybe, with the Reavers or something? I don't know what they were doing.
But this was fucking terrible, and then the whole plan fucks up. But hey, the love interest is here to save the day. I have the power. What? I could just scream and they all die?
Of course,
Super
it's the girl.
Easy.
Of course, she's so
she
fucking
saves
special.
the day because I love him. And now
we had sex.
She's in critical condition because she removed her stupid implant. And I hate this show. I fucking hate this show.
This is the first time that I was watching this, and I was like, it's actually kind of a shame because I actually do think that on paper this episode could have been great. I like the idea of a training exercise gone wrong and a trap laid out for them and them getting outsmarted and outpositioned and outmaneuvered and someone taking advantage of how rigid. And I'm talking about potential. I'm not talking about what happened. I'm talking about the potential.
I'm following you on this
the potential of the situation of where we look at how rigid the Federation is, and they've got these strict morals, and someone who is able to operate completely outside that, who's got more information than them, and who actually honestly has more technology than them. That could be really interesting. And then we talk about all the that to me is very Star Trek, where you're negotiating with somebody, you're trying to figure some of these things out. The Federation bends a little bit. To the point where the president signs over something like.
Right, they were willing to do something fucked up, which is what was it?
They were going to deny an entire civilization the ability to move at warp, or more than they currently are. And so there's some really cool potential stuff here. The problem is the show is mostly talking about, hey, I know we just banged and it's the first time we ever banged, but I need to tell you about this other dude that I banged once. And then when I was banging this dude, Joe, it's important. When I was banging this dude, we did this stuff, and you wouldn't believe, and he cleansed me with sacred milk, which is what they said in the show.
Yeah.
And then his entire family comes in with tambourines. What? And then it's like, and then they continue to go on. And then there's something that they did that's so secret that she's going to show him this one neat trick.
Did it do his booty hole or something? I don't know. What? Yeah, man, that's exactly what I do. I don't know, dude. When you
double meaning now.
I don't know about you, but the first time I have sex with this chick, I'm gonna tell her about all the other fucking times that I had sex with a bunch of other chicks and what they did to me, what I did to them, and I need her to tell me what other do. What? Yeah. What is this?
Set wiener to stun, bro.
Like what? It doesn't even make sense. And you're so right. It's more about the feelings than it is about science and sci-fi.
And he touched a teddy bear.
Oh, you can't touch the teddy. Joe, that forced drama is so fucking stupid. You're telling me you're ready to have sex with her and you're mad. You know she's a betazoid. You know she has like telepathic abilities. And because she accidentally entered your mind, by the way, apologized immediately, told you she didn't mean it, and you're going to fucking tell her off and tell her that she's a weirdo.
But he didn't mean it, and then she, as a betazoid, would immediately know, oh, yeah, he didn't mean it.
But Joe, he showed the side of him that he never wanted her to see. God damn it, who writes this shit? This that fucking...
She just kissed his booty hole.
And that's how we start. And that's like, I'm already checked out. I was like...
It's not believable. The fucking drama there is not believable. It's so forced.
Yeah. So I think it could have been great. And I think there are actors and people, like, I still like the Doctor, but I mean that may be some nostalgia stuff. And so I think there are good actors and there's good actresses in there. Mostly it's not the new people, like not at all. And then the wrong Slytherin died. Man, you know how happy I would have been if the Romulan chick had died?
Yes.
What the fuck? Why the fuck? No! -1 point for killing Bobby instead of killing that one Romulan bitch.
She's a fucking bully.
She's terrible.
And now I bet you she's going to step up and she's going to become main cast and she's going to start being nice and because her friend died and they work together, you know she's going to fill his role. I would have loved Bobby there would have been one bright spot here where he's using logic and he's like, that is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Even though he's the one that has the comics on him at all time, and he can transfer the comics at all time to the ship. But whatever. I like comics. He likes comics. Of course you had to kill Bobby. Fuck you. Justice for Bobby.
Fucking terrible.
So even when there's a good episode, the bones of a good episode, they manage to fuck up nearly every aspect.
Yeah, I just imagine like an excited writer goes to the meeting and all the writers in the room and you're like, hey, I have a really cool idea. Why don't we do this? And everyone's like, yeah, that's awesome. And then there's the slow kid in the corner that's like, and then they fuck, and then they talk about and then tambourines, and there's sacred milk, and it's like, it just slowly.
And then the hologram gets hurt, and then
it's like the hologram got hurt. How did the hologram get hurt?
She got kidnapped.
Okay. Yeah. How did going into Mir's mind make
it's sad?
Her vibrating voice.
She'll look sad, and everybody be sad.
It's fucking stupid because she literally said, "I'm hologram. I'll go through anything." I was like, "All right, go to the fucking engine room, bitch."
The second those furries or furies, I keep calling them furries.
Fucking done with this.
The second they show up and grab the crew, she would have gone and then punched one. Punch the other, like we've seen the Doctor do. We've seen other holograms.
She faces out her hand and then reaches in their body, faces in their hand. It's just like
something cool. And then I would have been like, all right, now we start. Now we do it. Come on, Sam, let's go. And then I'll be on Sam's side. But no, the dumbest shit ever happened. She goes.
She's panicking, hiding in the corners.
And how are they going to explain this? They won't.
They won't.
They won't.
It's look.
It's because she was caught unaware. But okay, fine. For the laser shot that hits her, she was unaware. Let's say it's Martian Manhunter. He can phase out, but he has to be aware of phasing out before it hits him, right? But that doesn't explain how the whole episode, when she knows she's captured and she's waiting in the bridge, she doesn't go, oh, don't worry, guys. I got an idea. Just phase out, walk through the wall, punch one guy. Do something. Does nothing and sits around. And even when they know that they're about to come in and they come in to blasting, she does it. She just stays phased and then gets shot. There is no goddamn fucking Star Trek fan that is going to defend this shit. And I want you to bring me the links of the people that are like, this is great, and this makes sense, and this and that, because I want to watch that shit. I want to watch their brains deteriorate as they clap and say, I've seen the thing. This is the thing. Because there's no defending that. I have to meet the person who's like, yeah, that makes sense. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense. And I swear to God, if they don't explain it. And I guess what they're trying to do is they're trying to make a fool of everybody. And then when everybody has said their piece, haha, you're a fucking idiot, because now we explain it in the next episode. It should have been explained a long fucking time ago. But that's not what it is. The reason why, and I'm going to sum it up for you. It's perfect. In this show, the sci-fi is fucked up. It's straight missing at times. This one gave it more sci-fi. I'm talking as a whole, right? The show has no interest in it. What's there is either shallow or completely unexplained. There's no fascinating evolutions of tech here in the thousands of years in the future that we're in, the 32nd century. There's no evolutions of tech that made previous Star Trek episodes so interesting and fans so curious that it turned thousands of people into scientists, and they vowed to devote their lives to science and become some smart-ass people that actually develop stuff like fucking cell phones and, the art, life imitating art. There's none of that here. Everything is just a fucking glowy version of what we have now.
But that was on purpose. And he said, like, Kurtzman
so stupid.
Specifically said, I'm going to go after writers who have no previous Star Trek experience. That's his goal. He's like, I want a fresh new take. I want no one who's ever done any of this before. And it's like, well, one of the problems if you have people that have never done any of this before is they're going to say stuff like, spread eagle. And
full spread.
Well, mine
full
was better,
spread what?
It's like,
what do you do? Are you spreading your legs?
Oh, we're talking about different scenes. So you're talking about on the bridge. I'm talking about in Mir's room.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. And so it's like that's why we end up with like long, awkward, sacred milk cleansing sex scenes.
Right.
And we don't get any of that stuff. And so, like I said, I ultimately my feeling is this episode is a shame because I do think that every now and then I get whiffs of. You get whiffs of like, oh yeah, Star Trek.
Seems like there's like one competent.
Did you guys smell popcorn?
Or accident, yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
So there's a direct quote from Gene Roddenberry that says,
We did not accept the myth that the television audience has an infantile mind. We had an idea, and we had a premise. Thank you, and we still believe that.
And
it was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, you ever watched a movie recently?
And if he saw, he'd be turning in his grave if he saw this shit, because this is bad. This is exactly that. This is made for the infantile mind. Oh, I liked it so much when she drew on the screen like a Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and we're doing stuff for children, and we're doing bubbles and popping, and then the very next episode, they're having sex. And it's like, wait, so who is this for? What audience are you going? I don't understand. And then they're showing the sexy and the side boobs. I don't get it. It's just stupid. And this sucks. And it continues to suck even when it's trying to get better. And I have no hope that the remaining episodes, after seeing like this, where they teed it up real nice, like Alex said, like the ideas are here, the concept's solid, and the guy threw the fucking bat. The bat spun and slammed into the fucking, I don't know, his own teammates. That's how bad this is.
So he went to the dugout.
Yeah. Oh, he threw it into the dugout, knocked out all of his other teammates. I was gonna say the pitcher, but he's on the other team, and so he wants you to fail. Everybody, I want the show to fail. I want the show to fail.
Can't wait for season 2.
Because it's already apparently 80% of the way filmed, because they had already pre-approved it. Maybe that's why we got the trash bags, because they're just redressing the same fucking bridges over and over, and it's cheap.
You probably finish the whole season in one day.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
But what the episode does is it sets up a what do you call it?
Climax.
There you go. Sets up a climax
Big,
with
juicy milk, sacred milk climax. Tambourines there too.
Nosferatu climax.
Why?
Where all of this was a ruse because there was an experimental weapon. They said there's a space station that works on experimental weapons, and while all this stupid juvenile shit was going down over here, 4 of Nosferatu's ships warped in, shot them all up, boarded the station, took the weapon, and then left. And then there's a name drop of Discovery is collecting the life pods. We still don't know how many are dead. They're okay with saying there's dead people on the station, but the Saratoga was disabled, completely disabled, even though there was massive explosions through the shields.
I thought it was going to be like a Scooby-Doo thing because the costumes are so bad. Be like, oh, these are actually his pirates. I was like, no, they're real species. I was like, no, oh, okay, well, no, they're real.
These are real,
well, that's
Joe.
fucking
These are
stupid.
real.
So the Saratoga.
That's why they made 2 seasons, because they saved a lot of money on the costumes.
The Saratoga. His shields weren't active yet, Joe, because they do.
No, I saw, or it's Sargasso.
The Sargasso's shields were not active, and they actually drop a line. He says the Sargasso's forward shields will be at full power in such and such amount of time, and they get blasted before then because they were showing up to a hostile combat situation, and they decided that shields were not important to preload. We'll get there.
No.
We'll get within range of getting blasted, but we'll
now.
And then
no.
No, somebody has to tell you.
Torpedoes
Your
coming.
cadets have to tell you when to turn your shield on. Because did you notice, as soon as the shit went down, and Nala Aki, the person in charge, noticed that her cadets have been kidnapped by some of the most dangerous species ever, she doesn't immediately replace all the cadets on the bridge. She says, okay, the exercise is over, cadets to their bunks, and bring in fucking competent people.
Well,
they're none around.
Officers and crew. Joe, I assume that on the Athena, there are the students, and then there are the crew of the ship. And they let the students come and learn.
Moment, Joe.
And learn.
It's a teachable moment.
And then they go to their bunks, and then the crew continue to pilot the Athena. But apparently, there is no crew on the Athena.
They were sleeping.
It's just cadets.
Right.
It's sleeping time.
And Nala Aki and her number 2.
I would have fired everyone that should have been there. It's like, why the fuck were you not here?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
I have no idea, Joe, where anybody was, and none of this makes sense. And even when it's a good episode,
I've been saying
it's a shitty episode. So you're right. But I'm not doing your scale, Joe. I still think your scale is not fair.
It is fair.
I guarantee you, within your 1 out of 10s, there are worse 1 out of 10s.
Yeah, but there's 1.1s and 1.9.
No, we don't do that on the Angry JoJo.
So you're making him pick a whole number, and he's picking 1.
All right, fine. But so let's go final verdicts, Joe. You already said 1?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Alex?
still fucking terrible. Like, honestly, the best thing was Paul's character and, like, what he was doing.
Right.
Everything else.
Yeah, that man can act.
Yeah. Like, I didn't
love his
I didn't like
gravitas.
the new fucking species of fucking dumb. And, of course,
Right.
she has to be the hero. It's like, oh, well, this is how we finished them. I have that special power, too. It's like, well.
Why was no. Okay, so she blew out her dad's eardrums. right? Which wait a minute, that means she made him deaf. He wasn't born deaf, but yet he couldn't say the word okay. So then that means okay, none of that makes sense. But she blew out her dad's eardrums, which was a betazoid. You have to assume that betazoids' anatomies are similar to humans and Klingons, but I get that the Furies are bats and they die because their ears are so big, but nobody else was affected on the bridge. Nobody.
Yeah.
They didn't even go, ow, that stings a little. They're just like, whoa, that guy exploded.
The guy was up in the air with the fake blood. They all died like cockroaches.
That it's so stupid. Joe. I think even the Romulan had, when he got shot, he had red blood come out.
That was green.
No,
it
it
was
was green.
Vulcan.
It was green?
That's
Okay.
awesome. Yeah.
Oh my God, I would have been so mad because they don't give a fuck about Star Trek or any of the continuity.
Yeah, and maybe I should. No, yeah, one.
Okay, Alex.
Yeah, I like some of the things that were in here, and so almost all of the points are going.
Yeah, I'm not giving it more than one.
Yeah, like I think
not
Paul's
as
doing a
bad
great
as
job.
last
I still, it's so distracting that he's got a tic-tac-toe board on the side of his head. It
Right?
bothers me
Why?
so much.
Because
Why?
it's cool and edgy.
It's
funny.
So,
And he knows how to do the record thing. He knows that to be careful not to scratch the record.
Well, because he's
They
from
have to explain
2026.
this.
He's from 2026. Everyone from this show is in 2026. So, you know, I like him. I actually like his little plan. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like the show.
It might be the best.
The
episode.
stars of Star Trek Academy are bad. I don't enjoy their characters. I don't think that they're ever thinking their way out of anything. They solve all of their problems just like by magically having the innate ability, and I just don't think that that's super satisfying for me. I think the sex shit is awkward. I'm not prudish about it. Just didn't feel like it fit. It felt real weird. And
How else are they going to convey connection?
Oh yeah, banging, definitely. Yeah. And so it's like I don't like this show. I don't like the dialogue. And so I'm going to say that I'm going to give it a 4. I think it's below average television. And I mean, I'm giving like 2 whole points to Paul and his performance, because I think without that, we're looking at like 1 or 2 out of 10. But I do think it's just slightly below average. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just feeling generous today. But don't watch this.
It's not worth it for sure.
Yeah, I'm grading on a curve. I can't believe at one point I gave the show a 7, but that was before anything got fucking silly.
That was probably the first
That was like
episode?
episode 1, and I was willing to I was grading on the Discovery scale and all this, because this might be one of the better episodes but no, there's too much stupid shit. There wasn't a stupid fucking hologram getting shot. There wasn't a fucking comic book being scanned. There wasn't a ship that had feelings. What fucking starship is gonna have a goddamn computer that's like, okay, yeah, you're my crew now?
We are your new crew! Do you understand?
The crew did not survive.
You are the new crew of the Miyazaki. Bridge sealed, awaiting further commands.
There's no regulation. There's no passwords. There's just... This is so fucking stupid, and so no, it's like it had the potential to be the best episode, but in execution, everything was fucked up. So I, like Alex, am giving all the points to Nas Baraka, Paul Giamatti, and his menacing nature, his over-the-top nature. I have given in to his modern speak, and I hope they drop a line in the future. He's like, I love Earth culture, and I studied it because while I was in prison I had nothing else to do. Your holotapes had nothing but that.
You know that.
If that would be great.
That's
and
what
then
they explain.
He's like one of my favorite villains now. So embedded in one of the worst Star Trek shit is one of the better villain of the weeks. This is like one of the villains in better Star Trek stuff, like a villain of the week, and he is the best part of it. So I am also giving it a 4 out of 10. I think it's slightly below average, and it only gets up to slightly below average because of his performance and the bones, the setup, the tension, the fact that there are deaths. Though for some reason they said disabled when clearly their fucking ship is destroyed.
Just like the writers.
Bobby's disabled.
Huh?
Bobby's disabled.
Bobby is disabled. They should have said that at the end. And unfortunately, one of our
Disabled.
cadets was disabled today.
Why don't you just say he's fucking dead?
Right. I don't know why. They can't say it.
Direct hit! The Sargasso has been completely disabled.
Because there's contractually the show's for children, but then not children, because then you're doing sex scenes in Star Trek, and I don't think they've ever gotten where somebody's riding somebody else in Star Trek. I just
it wasn't much riding. I mean, I know it's supposed to be like full on sex, but it's like this looks bad.
It was like the Tommy
It didn't look very
Tommy Wiseau. It's like, why are you?
Why are you so high?
Why are you sitting on her belly button?
having sex with her belly button.
It's like he's way
She's
taller than
having
her,
sex
and
with
she's
his
like
belly button.
Yeah, it's like she's straddling his
And
chi-chis.
she's
It's like,
not
what
really
are you doing,
moving.
lady?
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad all around, and honestly, Joe and y'all, I know y'all hate this. And
do.
I act
Yeah.
like it's torture every time, but for me, it's almost like,
Well, just like
I'm
what
a
Alex,
masochist because it's like, how much worse can I get?
it's like Alex says, like nothing is just like solved. Everyone's like, oh, this computer, this could take forever. It's like, well, I'm
Nuh-uh.
Sam.
For
I
you.
can do this in 1 minute, whatever. It's like, oh, we don't have the files. You mean this comic book?
Exactly. And if she can do, if she's so great, why doesn't she go and then take everybody
Yeah,
out?
it's like, hey, we can't go to
Make
the,
her the
we can't go
badass
to the engine
character.
room. I was like, yes, you can. Turn into a fucking hologram and just fucking go. She didn't do that.
And
It's
this
like,
is why.
oh, these guys are here. It's like, don't worry, I'm here to save the day. It's like, all right.
This is why it was a bad idea to have a holographic character, because
Yes.
she breaks everything. There's no explanation for it. They were trying to do, and I hate to even mention her in the same breath as any of these others, and I shouldn't do it, but they were trying to do a Data. They were trying to do a 7 of 9. They were trying to do a Tuvok, where there's like one crew member that's like fucking badass, and the way and how do they integrate into human culture. But then when they get to business, boom, boom, boom. That could have been her character, but this is so far. This is a perfect encapsulation of the show. They don't care. And they just, everything is just given to her. She's just badass when she needs to be, scared when she needs to be, because, I don't know, you're supposed to feel for her, but I feel nothing. And I hope
Maybe
that she
you're the
never
robot,
recovers.
Joe.
Yeah, you.
I
You're
hope
the
she
robot.
never recovers.
Well, you're not the only one who doesn't care, because
yeah,
Paramount. We were looking at like what the top TV shows on
Yeah.
Paramount. So we got South Park.
It's bad news.
This image is so small. Landman, Tulsa King, Yellowstone, Mayor of Kingston, SpongeBob SquarePants, Sabrina the Teenage Wish, which hasn't
That's a
aired
good
in
one.
forever. NCIS, King of Queens is beating Star Trek.
Wow.
And then for
This is a brand new show.
for this episode, again, Sabrina, NCIS, SpongeBob, Acapulco Shore. I don't know.
Yeah, I looked it up before. It didn't even break the top 10 Nielsen ratings for a series, and that's real bad. And there's all this evidence of watch minutes and stuff.
Yeah.
They tried to game the system by putting out 2 episodes at once, and they still got less than half the millions of viewers with 2 episodes combined of total watch minutes.
No one wants to get tortured twice.
Yeah, Nielsen ratings. I think top 10. Star Trek is niche, and I don't think it's would ever be like consistently top 10 over all services. These are top 10 on Paramount.
Oh, that's even worse.
So
But
yeah.
I do think, like, I think Discovery might have hit top 10 when it first came out.
every
just
now
because
and
there
then,
wasn't,
but,
like,
yeah.
a lot of Star Trek, and it came back.
There ain't shit on Paramount Plus, which is why King of Queens is so highly streamed.
Yeah.
And the fact that King of Queens
can't even
is
beat King of
beating
Queens.
like that.
Or
That's
Sabrina the Teenage
how
Witch.
dare you? Melissa Joan Hart is a national treasure.
fucking
Is
great.
she American? Is she Canadian? No,
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't watched that show.
She's better than this shit.
Yeah.
And, I'm not even going to bother looking it up. It doesn't matter. The
It's
show's
bad.
not doing well. It's
fucking
bad.
bad.
And,
So getting season 2.
And how viewership dropped on a really good show like Fallout for season 2? Imagine what the viewership is going to be for motherfucking
Plummet.
season 2 Star Trek. That means the reviews of the Star Trek show are probably going to get more
Then you look at
views
the charts.
than the actual
Then you look at the charts. How the
episodes.
fuck are we negative watchers?
Yeah.
How is this even
People were
possible?
canceling. machine broke. Everything is possible.
Also, twice this time it broke while we were watching it.
Yes, I can't believe that. The fucking
Only
Paramount
this
app
show,
sucks.
though.
And it's hilarious because it'll go error. Is it 300, 3,000, or is it 3001?
Yeah.
It gives us an error.
3005,
I back out. I start any other show on Paramount Plus. It starts right up. And then I go to Starfleet Academy. It breaks.
It's the internet.
No, what
They just don't want us to review it.
No,
I don't know what
it is this is how they get more views, because now you've technically turned it on
Three
for
times,
well, because you
four,
watch
three
it
times,
you watch
right.
it once without
Watch
us.
it once and
Every
not-
time you restart it, it's a new view.
Yeah.
So we're just inflating our views.
Whew, that's probably what it is. Oh my God, I actually might think that's what it is. It counts as a
Single-handedly
new view.
holding it up. You yourself.
I have to close the app and open the app for it to get to open and do without problems. All right, 4 more episodes of this shit.
Why?
Here's one thing, guys. One thing coming up that maybe is a small ray of hope.
An
But I'm
aneurysm?
I'm not going to give it much. But one of the next 4 episodes, the second to last, is directed by Jonathan Frakes. Alex right here. It's number 2.
Do you think he can save it? He didn't write it. He's just directing.
Commander Riker.
I know he is.
I'm talking to Joe.
He's
I know
met him.
you and
Yeah.
you met him. That's
Yeah.
right. You lucky mofo. Okay, but anyways, I just think he's so friendly and nice that when all the fucking cast and crew and writers come up to him with their ideas, he's gonna be like, oh, okay, and let him do this shit. So I have no hope for
It
even
worked
that
for
episode.
Picard, right?
Worked. Yeah, it was excellent.
Right?
Season 3 was all right, but season 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, you just
fucking
gotta
garbage.
get 3 seasons. Then
then
this
it's
show's
hilarious.
gonna get better, right?
It's hilarious that season 3 of Picard was more faithful, and they tried to do more of the TNG stuff, and people started liking it, and then it ended where we could go into Star Trek Legacy, where 7 of 9 as a captain has her own ship, and then Picard's son
And
can go
Rafi.
along with her.
Yes.
No, and
Rafi.
Original Rafi. How fucking dare you bring up Rafi? Rafi and Worf were supposed to have their own spin-off, remember?
Thank God
that
they
one
didn't
got
have it.
canceled, okay? And so Star
Why?
Trek Legacy. Why?
Why?
But that's the one that Kurtzman didn't want to do. I swear to God, if Kurtzman gets re-signed,
We will
I'm gonna do
stop
something.
watching.
I'm going to do something.
Are there Tarantino
We'll stop
rumors
watching.
true?
Well, if he does Star Trek Legacy as a sorry to be like, okay, don't worry. I know everybody's upset. Some of y'all are upset, but I'm going to do Star Trek Legacy now, and I'll continue that one. Start Picard season
old.
3 but Picard wouldn't be in it. It's his son, and 7 of 9 is the captain, and his son with her on a ship, and maybe Worf from time to time.
And
Rafi will have died on her way back to her home planet.
No, they have to get
All right.
the will they won't they get back together.
Or he loses his job and we just restart this shit and, do a show on a new ship from a different... honestly, we should go to a different fucking faction. It'd be
Dominion.
cool. Yeah, let's be on a Romulan. Let's do a Klingon.
They're all dead. They're all dead.
Right, and Kurtzman's fucking Star Trek. Fuck new Trek. We're done.
What's
See
that
you
new-
guys on the next episode.
But the Borg Queen.
Yeah.
We're doing the post-mortem. Joe, don't... The Borg have died. They did not-
What do you think this special weapon that he stole is?
Let's predict the climax of the
I
thing.
don't even know what they
A
have.
sonic
over there.
weapon through
It's gonna be
space.
some
No, he didn't
fucking
want the
stupid.
sonic weapon because that was
Okay.
the dumb one. He stole the super secret one.
Okay. It is a
Laser
crayon crayon beam that writes reality so that when they start the show, Nosbaraka can cross out Star Trek production and put Nosbaraka production.
Laser beam.
And
A laser that goes through shields.
It's gonna be a
Laser
light,
beams.
a light sword.
Oh,
Laser
bayonet
beams.
you can fix
A
to the front of your
light sword.
ship, and what you do is you
The
come,
The Dark Blade?
yeah, and it goes right through shields. It's a transporter that lets you transport whatever you want on someone else's ship without their permission. That'd be fun.
They need to do like if they reboot Star Trek, let's do it like one of those sitcoms when they have laugh tracks and everything.
Yeah. It's already a joke. Let's just fucking lean right into it.
Like Picard
would-
walks in the door, they can clap.
I like that. live action Lower Decks, because so far of all the Alex Kurtzman stuff, the Lower Decks was the best. It actually had writers that revered the original material, and they were actually making fun of a lot of the episodes on Discovery and stuff, if you look. And I think that's why it eventually got canceled. It was just, so Lower Decks, watch it. It's the only good stuff up there. It's a comedy, cartoon. They can get away with a lot more.
Just watch Galaxy Quest again. That's a great movie.
Galaxy Quest is
really
good.
like
Or the Orville. All right, guys. Well, we'll continue the post-mortem of modern Star Trek next week. See you guys then, and see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.